Coach, you got off the podium just moments ago. What's this experience like here in Chicago?
It's good. It's coming off a pretty slow time right now, and in terms of football, there's not a lot going on, or a lot of people preparing for things. But you kick it off and you bring your three guys. I love that part. I think that's the best part. Get to pick three guys on your team that you really feel like represent your team, and or epitome of your team, and Khaleke Hudson and Jordan Glasgow and Ben Bredesen. Couldn't pick three better guys. Three leaders, three guys that go, three guys that play in a lot of games, and they don't pout, they don't ask why, they don't never a moment where they're not just going. The term football player, is really about describes it as well as you can.
True Wilson, Jordan Glasgow, just a couple of guys that walked on, have earned scholarships. What does that mean to you to be able to give those guys that opportunity?
Well, I mean, they earned it. That's the wonderful thing. Jordan Glasgow's played in 39 games, and over the last 3 years, that's as many as were available. So it's well earned. He's playing multiple positions on our defense, and he has been our best special teams player by far. True Wilson, a really good football player. He's our starting running back. So it's been well earned. I loved True really focused on speed this offseason. He went into the winter program wanting to get faster. Now, a lot of people talk about, well, you can't teach speed. Can you get faster? Is that possible? He really noticeably did. I mean, there's more burst, there's more straight line speed, there's more elusiveness there. He really exclusively focused on that, and you could see it in spring ball that he was indeed faster, and it was noticeable. And he's taken his game to another notch. That high drive guy, really. There's many on our team: Josh Metellus, Kwity Paye, Shea Patterson, Dylan McCaffrey. There's so many. Sean McCune that I could keep going here, but guys that really want to make Michigan great and want to make themselves great. Both of those things drive at the highest possible level. That makes you feel really good about your football team and going into the season.
You mentioned Shea Patterson and Dylan McCaffrey. Obviously, Joe Milton's in that room. You've got as much talent as anybody in the country in that quarterback room. Just talk about that position for a little bit.
Well, I really think so. Both Dylan and Shea right now, I say, both need to play. They both need to play in games, every game, and we'll see how it works out, and whether even starter, is something that there's more than one of. Could also be a possibility. But they're both dynamic in terms of throwing the football and being able to run with the ball. They can really make some things happen. Shea's really built for that shotgun and RPO system, and so is Dylan in the way that he can get the ball and go 60, 70 yards with it with tremendous speed. Dylan, that is, and so they bring attacking, explosive elements to the offense, and so we like them in the shotgun. We like them running more plays. So therefore the up tempo, no huddle, and spread it out a little bit more so they can have more room to operate. So all those things really led us to making the switch in offensive philosophies. Felt like there couldn't be a better guy to coordinate that offense than Josh Gaddis, and was very decisive when the opportunity presented itself to hire him. And he's done a fabulous job. He has really done good.
Well, you mentioned Josh Gaddis on offense. Defensively, you've got a couple of new guys in Sean Nua and Anthony Campanelli. Talk a little bit about how you assembled this coaching staff and how excited you are to have them going into the 2019 season.
I'm really excited about our coaching staff. It starts with, Don Brown. I've never coached with a better coach than Don Brown. He is an amazing football coach. The experienced coaches like like Mike Zordich, just keeps coaching guys up, keeps producing, guys that make an impact on the team, and then and go on to play in the NFL as well. Chris Partridge, a lot of people know about him. I mean, he's in that. He's ready to be a head coach. He's coaching our special teams. Does it magnificently. Ed Warner, tremendous football coach, brought so much to our team last year on the offensive line. I truly believe this will be our best offensive line group this year. But Ed, in terms of improving the running game and improving the pass protection, our sacks went down. Our production was good, best we've had, and so he's made a huge impact. And I look at the and coaches, veteran coaches like Ben McDaniel, doing a tremendous job. He's really learned the system of Josh, and I see our quarterbacks making really good, big strides. And then the group of young coaches like you talked about, Sean Nua, tremendous energy, and as a former player, but a veteran coach, just brings enthusiasm and energy to us. Anthony Campanelli, like Sean, a rising star. I get this group of guys, those four guys, Anthony Campanelli and Sharon Moore and Sean Nua, as guys that they're the best young coaches I've seen in like 35 years in this profession. I'd put Jay Harbaugh in that group, but humility prevents me from doing that. But the facts are, he is in that group. He is one of those coaches that they're outstanding. And it's I've never felt better about our coaching staff.
Well, and you mentioned Jay as one of your coaches. Your dad, Jack, is around all the time. What's it like to have that opportunity to be around your dad all the time, coaching with your son, and going through this whole process together?
I'm really gonna savor this year. This year, 2019 year coming up is one that makes the hair on my arms stand up. Not only for the tremendous coaching staff that we have and the players that we have, but also my family. My mom, my dad, just turned 80, living right next door. They're in Ann Arbor. Plus all 7 of my kids in Ann Arbor. Jay coaching on the staff. Grace will be a freshman at Michigan playing water polo. My son Jimmy will be a 5th-year senior, getting a degree in directing. And then Addie going into the 5th grade, Katie going into the 3rd grade, and Jack going into the 2nd grade. Little Johnny's developing nicely. He's 2.5, but just really lucky that in that sense as well, to be. You couldn't ask for better kids, and or parents, or coaching staff, or players. So lucky.
A lot of people are interested in this Josh Gattis offense, and we know what you guys have at receiver. We've seen those guys, quarterback, tight end. I know Sean McCune is one of the best football players on the team, but at the running back position, there's just some unknown. What do you see at that position?
I see really good players and lots of reinforcements, lots of ways that we can change the look back there. From different styles of running back, but I think it starts right now with True Wilson. He's our starter, our best overall all-around back right now. He is improved, his burst, his speed. He's a tremendous blocker. He can catch the football. Also, Christian Turner, is shown and proven that he has the explosion. He's got the ability. And has been just about to put him in early in the season last year for the opening game as a true freshman. He broke a finger in his hand, and then he was bothered next by an ankle, and then by a hamstring in spring ball. But healthy now, staying healthy, he'll be a very good player. Zach Charbonnet has been really outstanding this summer. He is a stalker in the weight room, the way Ben Herbert describes him, like Ben Mason, the ultimate stalker. But Zach has been that way all summer, and guys on the team like him. Kalik was pointed Zach Charbonnet out as the guy that he's noticed the most in the summer workouts and the captain-led practices and those kind of things. Also, Ben Van Summer had a heck of a good spring. He moved from defense to offense, and that's a big man who's very strong, very muscular, and showed real speed. We knew he had speed. We didn't know he had the elusiveness that he showed in spring ball. So, you make maybe a Mike Allstott type of comparison is what jumps into my mind. But he's got a real license and ability to be a heck of a good player. So, there's still good options. Hassan Haskins, who also played running back in high school, started out at running back, then he went to defense, where he really showed real promise, and we felt with depth that we needed to bring him back to offense. He's back on offense right now. So already been through quite a few guys there. Two really good guys that have walked on to the team, have been working out this summer. Danny Hughes and Jordan Castleberry are showing some good things too. Still got Jared Charr. Still got Ben Mason there too, and Peter Bush is another player who's tight end, but he's also shown that he can do some running back. So there's already plenty of really good players there. Feel good about it, but still not taking any chances if we have to. Kalik Hudson was a running back in high school, and so is Jordan Anthony. So it's a lot of guys that Jay Harbaugh's been coaching and coaching them up good, but I feel pretty good about that position.
Great. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.